You see all of this? It needs a much needed switch up. So, hubby made me take his car today, and I told him, babe, that's risky business. Because if you're sending me out to do some home shopping, you already know that I'll probably be coming back with some new furniture pieces that take up the entire car. But good thing this car at least has Siri, because hey Siri, take me to Red, White, and Blue thrift store.
I'm having trouble with the connection. Please try again later.
Okay, spoke too soon. Getting directions to Red, White, and Blue thrift store. Well, hey babes, what is up? It's Haley, and welcome back to my channel. Anyone else feeling green, but green in the best way? Because I totally am. You guys, as you know, last week Evan and I got back from our cabin vacation. We literally had an incredible family trip where we booked a cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere in North Carolina, and it was the best experience. And you know what it is that cabin gave me? A desire to lean in to the cozy, to the rustic, everything that I absolutely love about early fall and fall home decor. This place, I'm not kidding, had some of the coolest antique pieces like desks and chairs, leather items, decor on the walls, plaid absolutely everywhere, and things that I was just so in love with. It just made me feel so cozy. So given the fact that we literally have like a week or two left of August, I feel like everybody right now is slowly easing in to transitioning their homes and their space into the early fall. And I thought it would be so fun for me and you and I to go on ahead and go thrifting together and search for everything that just gives us that touch of coziness. And if you want to know what it is that I have on my mind, here it is. Everything that I usually love, like natural materials and woods, but we're gonna streamline it to correlate with fall colors. So we're gonna have so many earth tones like greens and reds, rusts, oranges, things like vintage baskets and amber glass, dried florals, cozy books, and everything to basically get our home slightly feeling like pumpkin spice. My entire personality for the summer was blue, coaster, rattan, wicker. But let's slowly transition from coastal cottage to cozy cottage. And I know that you're all wanting to do it with me, so with that being said, let's head on in and see what incredible home finds we can find today. Let's go. Alright you guys, we've made it in, and right away I rushed on over to the furniture section because you don't want to miss the good stuff. But that being said, I do want you guys to keep in mind that, like I said, we are dipping our toe into fall. I'm not ready to go full on pumpkin mode right now, okay? But even with that, and even though I am going to be keeping my eye out for decor and textiles leaning more towards those fall colors, I do have a couple room makeovers in the mix that I am actually planning for. Our laundry room right now is literally a little corner with 2 machines and there's nothing going on. So I definitely want to go ahead and add some charm and character to that space. So we're going to be looking to thrift some stuff for there, as well as the girls' room. Leah's actually starting kindergarten in a couple of weeks, and even though her and Naomi are sharing a room, I don't feel like that room is fully complete. I wanted to create like a little getting ready corner so she can kind of do her hair in the morning. She is such a girly girl, so I'm also looking for some decor and pieces that we can add to finish that room makeover. And of course, anything else that gives me that fall vibe, that's what I'm pulling. And you know what? As I'm walking along here, I think that the first place we're gonna start is the textiles, because when it comes to transitioning into early fall, one of the easiest ways you can do is by changing out the linens and the fabrics that you have in your home, starting off with a quilt. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but back when I was actually starting to thrift for summer, I came across this gorgeous blue quilt, which literally inspired my entire coastal cottage vibe before the summer. And right off the bat, we found the most perfect quilt to transition us into the fall. No, really. Are you guys seeing this right now? Look at this absolutely beautiful, gorgeous quilt. The colors on this are insane. It's exactly those earth tones that I wanted. I need to look at this thing in its entirety. Oh my. It's so stunning! Look at all these details, the patchwork. I am actually freaking out. It will be the perfect transitional quilt for our bedroom. I wanted a way to integrate those subtle green tones, and this is it. Okay, let's see everything we could find here in the pillowcase section. And yes, as much as this is definitely a fall themed video, butter yellow, I actually think it can transition so well, especially into the early fall, because just look at how beautiful this yellow looks with green. These are some huge pillow those. The only thing is, because of the fact that it's more of a rough material, this is the kind of pillow that would be more decorative. And I always try to find a pillow that could be decorative, but I can still sleep on, because my kids are jumping into our bed all the time. We have a full bed already. I don't need extra decorative pillows that are not comfy or usable. So I'm gonna leave that behind, but what a gorgeous color. All right, and continuing on. Oh, this right here is exactly what I was talking about. Long king size pillows that we can use for our bed in the most beautiful rust color. It's exactly the color I was looking for. It's $2.99 for the set of 2. And even though it's textured, this is actually soft and comfortable, which is exactly what you want. It even one looks so beautiful together with the quilt. You see a few of those rust colors in there? It ties in so nicely. I came across these, which I really love the lace and crochet edging. Whenever textiles have pieces like this, I feel like it gives it such a pretty whimsy touch. These would have been so good for the girls' room, but they're definitely too big, so I feel like I'm gonna leave them behind. But truly, you guys, at this point, I really need to learn how to sew, because if I knew how to sew, I'd be able to make these smaller. Maybe this is my sign that I should finally get a sewing machine. But right on next to it, flounced pillowcases. I love these. Any pillowcases that have this kind of flounced detail on it, I love, and they're actually a beautiful cream color. Again, $2.99. To layer these together with this, that would be such gorgeous bedding. Such a soft fabric too. I would just double wash these in the laundry with some hot water and they're good as new. And I don't know about you guys, but natural materials like cotton, the more they're washed and the more they're used, the softer they are. So I just look at this as a hack to get super soft sheets by getting them secondhand. All right, you guys, and here's something that I've actually done in the past. Whenever I wasn't able to be successful with finding pillow covers, you can actually come here and check out the actual pillows. 95% of the time, I buy these just for the covers alone. I get rid of the insert and I just keep the cushion covers because they're so affordable, and that way it feels so much more clean too. Like, these ones are actually such a perfect fall vibe if you're someone who likes a little bit of gray in your home. I personally always lean more towards warmer colors rather than cool ones, so if this was a pattern in beige, I would totally get it. But like, this is what I mean. As long as it's something that has a zipper, you can buy the pillows just for the covers alone. All right, so now we are moving on to the curtains, and this is my favorite way to change up the decor in the house because it's so simple. Something specifically you guys already know always pulls my eye in the fall time, and that is plaid. And look at these. These are actually cafe curtains in the most gorgeous and navy prints. Rusts, greens, and navies. Those are such iconic fall colors, especially paired together. And I feel like I could even possibly swap out the curtains in my kitchen right now, you know, the floral blue ones that I have, for something like this for the fall. These curtains, they've even got the most pretty detail in the bottom. I told you, anything that has a lace trim, a crochet trim, I go crazy for. Plus a scalloped edge. These are so perfect. And you know, even if they don't work as curtains, you can even use this as a fabric to make yourself some cushions. You really can't go wrong. You guys, I am so happy with all the textiles we found, and you know what pairs really well with green and plaid and rust? Wood. And so I made it on here to the wood section, where sometimes I like to pick up decor or even some items that I can thrift flip. Something like this. I love finding really unique shapes, charcuterie boards or cutting boards. I love the shape and the height of this. So I don't know if you guys remember, but above my fridge I actually have two little racks that we organize our wine and our wine glasses, and above it I've been wanting to decorate it with something, and it's been so hard to find something that is tall enough to fill that space. And I actually think this propped up on the shelf, maybe with a plant in front of it, could look so pretty. It is definitely more of a summer leaning wood. I feel like I would just go ahead and restain it a little bit more of a chocolate brown, and that can look like such a gorgeous piece because it already has all the little worn details of old wood, which I love. Oh, huge wood salad bowls like this I love so much. But as you guys know, because I do keep kosher, I actually can't use items that can absorb past foods. So being the fact that wood definitely absorbs, I'm not able to get something like this. But I love the rich tone of this. To serve like a huge salad on a full tablescape with some like wooden serving spoons, this would be so pretty. So something else that I know a lot of us are getting up to right now is organizing, because back to school season is right around the corner, and I don't know, when it comes to this time of year, I just want to get every corner of my house organized, as you guys have been following along and seeing in my vlogs. And I always find my best organizers here at the thrift store. Like this rack right over here, you're probably thinking, what is that? This is actually a drawer insert that you can use to organize your spices. I have something so similar already, and just like look at how appealing all my spices are, laid out so clean and organized. You could find a bunch of coloring organizers too, and these are my favorite. I always pick them up for $3.99, a set of 2 drawer dividers. I feel like you can never get enough of these. Put them in your kitchen cabinets, in your pantry, in your cutlery drawer, and they can help keep everything so organized for so much cheaper than you would buy in retail. And you know what? Since we're already talking about organization, of course I have to mention baskets. Now, because we're more in the fall, I am actually really leaning into more of these dark wood baskets, which I love so much. I actually think that this one would be so beautiful to add to the laundry room, because we do have some cabinets right now in the laundry room, and I kind of wanted to hide all of like the uglier things that I only rarely use, like bleach, OxyClean, any of that kind of stuff that I use only once in a while. To put them in a basket like this, it's just a much better look. And it's even got a little leather strap too. How cute. And you guys, take a look at this. I actually find it crazy how many Target pieces I'm able to find brand new with tags. This is a Magnolia Hearth and Hand basket. I'm actually so curious to know if it's currently on their website. Oh! Look at that! It is literally being sold at Target right now for $25. How much do they have it listed for? $4.99? Well, she's definitely coming home with me. Not necessarily because it's from Target, but because I actually really love the shape. I think this will go really well in the girls' room. They don't have a huge room, but I wanted to have like a little laundry basket in there, and I feel like this will be the perfect size that they can fill up with their school clothes and then take to our bigger laundry basket. You guys, I was about to tell you how I just came to a new section. We're gonna be hitting up ceramics next, and literally the sweetest subscriber just came to say hi. Guys, you don't understand the joy that I get when you guys actually come up and say hi to me, especially her. She was saying that she's been watching my videos for years and she never even thought about thrifting, and now she's here and her hands were like full of amazing finds, and like that just brings me so much joy. And that's exactly why I do what I do, to inspire you guys, because this has become a passion for me, and I love seeing how much is becoming a passion for you too. And with that, let's browse here in the ceramic section. Truly one of my absolute favorites, even though because I keep kosher, when it comes to food, there are so many specific rules as to what I'm allowed to thrift for food and what I'm not. But luckily, something that I can thrift is glass, because glass is one of those materials that don't actually absorb previous foods. And so knowing that, I just found one of the most epic things for my kitchen for the fall. Listen, pots is usually something that I can never thrift, and look at this amber glass pot. But not just any pot, this is a Vision cookware pot. They don't even make this line anymore, and I searched it up. These pots, brand new, go for over $120. Can you believe that you can actually use this to cook soups and cook meals on your stovetop? And it's made of glass, so they're so easy to wash, and the fact that they're transparent, they're actually so fun to cook food in. I mentioned to you guys how much I wanted to find something amber glass because it just feels so gorgeous sitting on your stovetop. Like, just imagine cooking a cozy pot of soup or a nice stew in here. I told you, those warm meals give me all the comfies. And the fact that it's only $15, guys, because they're not made anymore, they're being sold for over $200 right now secondhand, and this is a huge size. Major score. And then right up here, this one is actually so cute too. Look at this speckled print little butter bell. If you guys don't know what a butter bell is, you can actually keep your butter in here with some water inside, and it will keep your butter soft. You could just keep it on your countertop. You don't need to refrigerate it. And I love the little speckled print on this, even styled on like a kitchen tray next to your oils. I have a blue one I'm already using for the summer, but this one will be such a nice transition one to the fall. I love always switching up my coffee setup, and you guys know right now for my creamers I always use little glass ones that I love, and I have yet to find the shape and the style of a porcelain one that I like, and this one is beautiful. I love any kind of dishware that has this kind of detail on it. It just gives it such a vintage vibe. And when it comes to ceramics, because I'm only going to be putting cold liquids in here, that wouldn't absorb, so this is actually fine. Be ready to see this little creamer cup in my morning coffee sessions. We're moving on to one of my faves, the little knickknacks. This is where I always find the really unique items that just add a little bit of character and personality to your space. Like pieces like this little swan can be so gorgeous as a decor piece on one of the girls' shelves in their bedroom. Oh, this right over here, can you guess? It is a ring dish for $1.99. I have one in my office that I love, and I would love to keep one on my nightstand too, to take off my rings before I go to bed. And then you guys, I am not even joking, this was on my bucket list. Look at this adorable little ceramic lamp. This is not a regular lamp, this is a candle lamp. You actually go put a candle in there, and then you see all the light glistening through this, and it is so pretty. Even in my kitchen, this would look so nice, and in the fall especially, paired with some of those fall candles that we found, that could be such a nice way to add some scent into the house while looking so adorable. Recently, I've very much been getting into the vibe of like turning off all of the big lights in the house and only having small lights, yellow lamps, and lighting candles. It's also fully made of porcelain, absolutely beautiful. The cream color will look so beautiful with my wooden shelves. And then, I don't know you guys, but you tell me, is this cute or is this kind of cheesy? This little wooden squirrel, I kind of think it's adorable to add onto my bookshelf. I mean, this definitely feels so fall coated, and he's so cute. Look at the little smile. And then even this, have you guys noticed that horses have been so big this year? Especially on Target, they sell so many little horse sculptures. I actually think this one is so pretty, and I've even seen some people take some rub and buff to this to give it like a gold look, which is beautiful. Whenever I see little baskets like this, I just get so excited because, oh, I just know that they are a little ceramic tea sets, and my girls go crazy for these. We actually have a pink set already, if you guys remember, but this one's in blue, and it is so beautiful for $4.99. They'll be so happy that they can make their current little set a bit bigger, and the basket's so cute too. And this is why you always need to look at even the random items. Look at this right here. This is some little mini solid brass picture frames literally together with a body lotion. Like, what? These would work so well as refrigerator magnets or cute little trinkets to add to the girl's bedroom. It's worth getting this entire thing just for those. And they have a little picture frame stand. How cute. Alright you guys, so moving on to artwork. I actually already have a gorgeous print that you guys remember I thrifted a little while back. It is a huge cozy cottage Monet artwork piece that I am in love with and I cannot wait to put it in my living room. I glazed it, I framed it, and all of you guys told me to save it for fall, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I did take a look here to see if there was anything else that was of interest, and well, this is probably the most creepy thing I've ever seen. But the one thing that did put me in my feels is that I found this vintage Spider-Man poster. And I don't know if you guys actually know this about me, but I am a huge Marvel nerd. Ever since I got married to my husband, he has like forced me to watch all the Marvel movies and I'm actually obsessed. I went to watch Spider-Man when it premiered and I literally cried. So little fun fact about me, comment down below if you're a Marvel nerd too. And maybe if I had a son one day, I would fill up his room with posters like these. But with that being said, I'll leave all the Spider-Man themed stuff for the movies and not in my house. Next up, a little bit of a different section. We are here in the books. And I love the book section for multiple reasons. Not only is it really great to find books here that you can use as decorative pieces for your coffee table, for your kitchen counter, but whenever a new season rolls around, I love to try me some new recipes. And if you guys watched my last resale vlog, I actually took you through my entire meal prep and showed you how I have so many different cookbooks and I always love browsing the new ones. One of my favorites, yes! Is this the one that I have? It's a new one! I actually have 2 of the Half-Baked Harvest books. I absolutely love them. First off, all her books are just so gorgeous. They give such a fall vibe and her recipes are all so good and like so cozy. Just take a look at these. This is all truly just so fall coated. I am so excited to add this one to my collection. If you guys are not already thrifting your cookbooks, I'm telling you it is so much more enjoyable to cook from an actual book than have to keep referencing back your phone, especially when the bindings are so pretty too. You can even decorate them in your kitchen, making them extra pretty and practical. Okay, well here's a section that you guys haven't seen me thrifting in, and honestly I should be ashamed because truly this is such a good hack. Whenever we're thinking fall, what are we thinking? Candles. And while yes, so many of these candles look like they've been out for years and years, so much of the time there are people that are donating candles that are literally huge and untouched. Like look at that humongous candle that would be so beautiful on a coffee table or even your kitchen counter. And there's actually some super popular candles here too, like the Trader Joe's chocolate croissant one. Again, brand new. Pumpkin spice. Yeah, that smells so good. And like $2.99. This right here, literally a Target candle that has never been touched. Truly, I've been sleeping on this, but I do actually remember now why I never thrift candles. Is because as much as I do like the scent for a second, I actually get major headaches from scented candles. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I walk into a candle section of a store, I literally have to get out of there as fast as possible. But I know that a lot of you don't have that problem. So if candles are your vibe, check out the thrift store, especially the ones that are lidded. You can find so many adorable candles at a fraction of the cost. And guys, this is so unrelated, but being the fact that we are heading into fall right now, we are approaching hurricane season. Look at these little Sperry's. Oh my gosh, cutest little Sperry boots for the girls, either Aaliyah or Naomi. They are gonna love these. Ugh, they're probably so expensive though. Wait, no, just $5.99. That's insane. They're in such good condition. Can I like find a pair like this for me, please? I mean, I have a pretty good boot collection already, but they're gonna love these. You guys don't understand. The sweetest lady just came up to me and she's like, girl, I noticed your quilt. It is so beautiful. And I found the matching pillowcases in a completely random section. I was like, no way. And yes, she directed me to it and I am so happy. Finding this quilt already is amazing, but then being able to find the matching pillowcases, I mean, take a look. This is gonna be my early fall bedding. And there's really nothing I could have expected more of today's thrift trip so far. I honestly couldn't be more happy with everything that we found. Incredible textiles, so many gorgeous earth colors, so much for organizing too. I can definitely say that this was one successful thrift trip. Oh, you guys, that was one incredible thrift trip. I mean, the bedding, the artwork, the ceramics, the baskets, so many incredible fall pieces that I just cannot wait to add to the house. So be sure to stay tuned for the next vlog. I'm gonna go and clean all this up, wash everything out, and we're gonna go and actually style it in the house in that slow early fall transition. Like I said, not pumpkin mania just yet. We're doing this slowly. But if you guys are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVP. I love the ones that stick around all the way till the end. If you are watching up to this point, then comment down below falling for fall, because this is that point in the year where all of us are getting a little bit of that fall tingle. Peter tingle, fall tingle. I told you I was into Spider-Man. But you guys, this is the time for us all to dip our toe into the cozy colors and just make our space so cozy and inviting. Let me know down below which of these finds were your absolute favorite and what you cannot wait to see me style in the next vlog, along with what is on your thrift wish list for the fall, because so many of us are loving different things and I love to get ideas on what to look for down below from you. So let me know that. I love you all forever and always. Thank you so much for watching and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.